So it's fairly common knowledge that most golfers tend to slice the golf ball, the club face is open, add-in loft. They're not hitting the golf ball anywhere near as far as they'd like to. In this video, I'm going to highlight one of the reasons why that might be for you, and it's maybe something that you've never thought of before. So these days, there's not that many things that you may not have heard before with regards to golf swing. The internet and magazines, everything like that, videos, it's completely littered with advice. Certainly the open club face has been tried to be fixed millions of times, hasn't it? So, and I dare say you've probably tried a few yourself. But this is one of the things that I've only ever really heard once, so I can't really remember where it was. I think it might have been a seminar years ago. And a gentleman who, I forget who it was talking about how the centre of gravity of the golf club was actually on a particular side of the shaft when you swing the golf club. So as you swing down, the centre of gravity of the golf club is actually on this side of the shaft, and therefore wants to actually fall in that direction. It doesn't want to go this way, which is a closing twist. The golf club itself wants to twist itself open. Of course, that's not a massive force, but it's a force that you, the player, has to counteract if you want to keep that golf club neutral or maybe even slightly closed. Because if that force isn't fixed early on in the downstroke, you're going to have to fix it late in the downswing, where the club is moving at its quickest, and it's going to become a little bit less predictable if you're trying to fix an open club face very, very late with a lot of twisting or flipping through contact. It's going to be far, far better and far easier for you and far more predictable and consistent if you get this club face under control in the first sort of third of your downstroke. Most good players are actually twisting the grip a little bit so that there's a closing action on the club face, which again is counteracting this will or wish for the club to actually twist itself open. They're applying a torque or twist onto the handle to actually get the club to not do that. They're actually controlling the club. They're not allowing the club to do as it wants. So to take from this video, it's a short little video. It's just something that maybe you hadn't thought of before or heard of before, because again, I've only heard about this once, but it did stick with me, and it makes a lot of sense that as you swing the club down, it's going to be in this sort of state from the top of the backswing. It wants to go that way. It don't want to go this way and get itself into a closed position. So that's going to be a force that you're going to have to apply. And it's really quite simple. From the top of your backswing, just apply a slight twist, a closing twist in that first third of your downstroke, and that's going to counteract this will or wish for the club to twist itself open. It's really that simple. Every single piece of advice tells you that on the internet, doesn't it? It's really that simple. It isn't really. Book yourself a lesson with a PGA Pro.